Let's stop lying to ourselves. She didn't ghost you because she's busy. She didn't say you're like a brother because you're too nice. She said it because you gave away your power from day one. You texted too much, complimented too early, made her your world before she even chose to be part of it. That's not attraction, that's submission. And no woman chases the man she already feels she has wrapped around her finger. But here's the shift. Women do chase. Not just athletes or billionaires. They chase men who make them feel what they crave most: emotion, not comfort, emotional friction, curiosity, tension, excitement, longing, intrigue. That's what keeps her mind circling back to you. And if you understand how to trigger those emotional hooks, it doesn't matter if she says, "You're not my type." You'll flip the script so hard she'll be wondering how she ever overlooked you. This isn't about manipulation. It's about mastering the psychology of attraction. Let me show you 7 psychological triggers that'll make her chase you like her mind can't rest until she does. Number 1, be unavailable, but not absent. Let's get something straight. Attention loses value when it's too easy to get. You think constantly being there makes her feel secure? Number. It makes you predictable, and predictable men don't get chased. They get put on the back burner. Here's the brutal truth. When a woman knows she can have your time, your validation, and your attention whenever she wants, she no longer feels the need to earn it. She stops thinking about you because she's never had the chance to miss you. Let me hit you with this. When was the last time she double texted you first? Never. That's not bad luck. That's overexposure. See, there's a difference between being a man who's emotionally available and a man who's just always available. Most guys confuse presence with pressure. They chase, call, text, compliment, show up uninvited, stay too long, then act surprised when she says, "I just need some space." Here's the shift. Start showing restraint. Let conversations end naturally. Don't reply instantly to every text like a dog waiting at the door. And most importantly, be doing things that have nothing to do with her. The more full your life is, your goals, your mission, your social circle, the less she feels like you're orbiting hers. That's when she starts to notice, why hasn't he texted? Is he seeing someone? Why do I miss his energy? That's the chase beginning. But it only starts when she feels a gap between her access to you and her desire for you. And that gap, that's where mystery begins. Number 2, stay mysterious. Don't overshare. Now that you've pulled back your presence, you've created a gap where curiosity can grow. But if you want her to stay hooked, you've got to give her something to wonder about. And that's where mystery comes in. Most guys ruin this without even realizing. The moment a woman shows the slightest interest, they start talking like it's therapy hour. They spill their childhood trauma, their 5-year plan, how they've been heartbroken before, all in the first few conversations. You think that's vulnerability? It's not. It's emotional dumping disguised as connection. Mystery is about pacing. It's about letting her feel like she's slowly uncovering layers, not flipping to the last page of your story in chapter 1. Let me tell you something real. The guy who tells her everything up front doesn't feel strong. He feels empty, like he's trying to fill space with words, hoping she'll stay. But the man who shares strategically, who gives just enough to create intrigue, but never the full picture, that's the man she chases, because she can feel there's more to him than what's on the surface, and she wants to earn access to the rest. So instead of, "Yeah, I spent the weekend alone, I was kind of sad but trying to figure out what's next in life," try, "Weekend was good, kept it interesting." That one sentence holds more weight than 10 minutes of oversharing, because now she's asking, what did he do? Who was he with? What does interesting mean? That's mental real estate, and you just moved in. Mystery isn't about being cold or fake. It's about letting her lean in, not forcing everything out. And when she feels like you're a story that unfolds one page at a time, she's not just talking to you. She's invested. And the more she's invested, the more she chases. Number 3, trigger emotion, not just interest. Let's make something clear. You will never logic a woman into loving you. You can be smart, stable, successful, and still lose to the guy who makes her feel something. Why? Because attraction doesn't live in the brain. It lives in the body. It's tension. It's adrenaline. It's that "what is this feeling" loop she can't shake off. And here's where most guys completely miss it. They think interest is enough. She laughed at my joke. She told me I'm sweet. She said I'm a nice guy. Cool. But is she thinking about you when you're gone? Is she scrolling her phone hoping you text? Is she replaying moments in her head? No? Then she's not emotionally triggered. She's just being polite. Here's the move. Stop trying to impress. Start trying to impact. How? Make her feel something unpredictable. Create moments of tension, moments of light teasing, moments where she's not sure how you feel, but desperately wants to know. Because emotion isn't just about positivity, it's about range. One moment she's laughing, next she's wondering what's going through your head. Then you drop a compliment, just one, delivered with eye contact and silence after. Boom, emotional spike. Let me hit you with a truth bomb. A woman doesn't remember the guy who made her feel safe. She remembers the one who made her feel alive. That doesn't mean you act toxic or play mind games. It means you create contrast. Too many guys show up as a flat emotional line. Nice, consistent, predictable, dead boring. But the man who knows how to create a roller coaster of curiosity, tension, depth, and desire, that's the man she obsesses over. Because feelings linger. And if your presence is attached to a feeling she can't recreate with anyone else, she will chase that feeling all the way back to you. Number 4, break your pattern, or she'll break her interest. Here's a brutal fact. Attraction dies when she can predict your next move. If your entire vibe is, "Good morning. How's your day? Good night, beautiful. Congratulations." You've just become emotional white noise. She sees the message. She doesn't feel anything from it. You've trained her to expect you. And what's expected is never desired. You want her to chase? You have to introduce the one thing that keeps every human locked in: uncertainty. Let me paint 2 scenarios. Guy A texts every day, same time, same format, always available. By week 2, she's replying with one-word answers and ghosting calls. Guy B shows genuine interest one day, then disappears for 2. Shows up again with something thoughtful, unexpected, personal. Maybe a voice note saying, "Just passed by that spot you mentioned. Made me laugh. Random, but had to say it." What's happening? She's wondering. Where'd he go? Why didn't he text back like usual? Did he lose interest? What's he thinking? And in that wondering, she starts chasing answers. And that chase is tied to you. This is what most guys miss. You don't have to be hot and cold. You have to be unpredictable. Switch the energy. If she's used to deep convos, throw in humor. If you've been flirty, go quiet and reflective. If you always plan the dates, next time let her decide and say, "Surprise me." It's not about confusing her. It's about keeping her engaged. Because when you stop being a pattern, you start being a puzzle, and people don't walk away from puzzles. They solve them. Number 5, radiate confidence without saying a word. Let me be honest with you. Most guys think confidence is about what you say. It's not. It's about how you carry yourself when you say nothing. It's in your walk, your silence, your lack of urgency to prove anything. Because real confidence, it's not loud. It's not braggy. It's quiet, composed, and absolutely unshakable. Let me give you a scene. You're on a date. The food comes out wrong. An insecure man laughs awkwardly, says nothing, and eats it anyway, just to avoid conflict. A confident man? "Hey, sorry, this isn't what I ordered. Mind helping me fix it?" Polite, calm, clear, no fear of judgment, no need for approval. That's power, that's leadership. And whether she says it or not, she feels it. Now here's where it gets deeper. Confidence isn't just external, it's emotional. It's in how you react when she tests you, delays her reply, mentions another guy, pulls back slightly. An insecure man spirals. "Did I do something wrong? Are you losing interest? Please don't ghost me." A confident man leans back and thinks, "If she's unsure about me, I'm already sure I don't chase that. And that grounded self-worth creates friction she respects and energy she can't shake. Because women don't chase men who chase them. They chase men who are pursuing purpose and just happen to let her come along for the ride. So ask yourself, are you trying to impress her? Or are you simply being so rooted in who you are that she's drawn in by default? Because when you walk into a room and she feels your energy before you even speak, she's already chasing, whether she admits it or not. Number 6, mirror what she values without losing yourself. You want to know what makes a woman feel seen? Not compliments, not long messages, not even gifts. It's resonance. That subtle magnetic feeling that says, this man gets me. But here's where most men get it wrong. They over-adjust themselves to match her. She's into fitness, they suddenly hit the gym. She likes books, they pretend they read every night. She's into spirituality, they start quoting crystals and chakras. Bro, stop lying to connect, because that's not resonance, that's mimicry. And women sense it instantly. The goal isn't to become her, it's to match her energy while remaining fully yourself. Let me show you how. If she's soft, feminine, playful, don't meet her with stiff logic or cold detachment. Match her warmth, but lead with masculine calm. If she's assertive, goal-driven, fiery, don't shrink or try to compete. Hold your frame. Lead with grounded power. Because when she sees you can flow with her rhythm without collapsing into it, she feels emotionally safe and attracted. Let's go deeper. Pay attention to her language, her pace, her values. If she lights up talking about something she loves, stay present. Don't relate, listen. Ask thoughtful questions, not to impress her, but to understand her. And here's the secret. Mirror her values, not just her words. If she values independence, show her you don't rely on anyone for your peace. If she values emotional depth, reveal yours slowly, not as a performance, but as a truth. If she values growth, let her see that you're building something bigger than just chasing women. That's when she starts to feel like, this man isn't just fun, he fits. And the chase, it shifts from shallow attention to deep desire. But the key, you never lose yourself in the process, because the moment you bend your identity to match hers, you lose the masculine polarity that drew her in. So mirror with intention, not to win her, but to invite her into your world, where the values align and the chemistry unmatched. Number 7, be the damn prize. Let me say this loud for every man watching. If you don't see yourself as the prize, she never will. Replay that again. Because this is where 90% of guys fall off. They do everything right. They pull back. They create mystery. They spark emotion. But underneath it all, they're still operating from lack, still trying to earn her, still trying to win her approval. That's weak. You want to flip the game? You stop auditioning and start choosing, because the second a woman senses that your self-worth depends on how she responds to you, she has you in her pocket. And once she has you, she stops chasing. But the man who knows who he is, who walks into a room with grounded energy, not needing to impress, not needing validation, just radiating calm, direction, and clarity, that man is the prize. Let me break this down. Being the prize doesn't mean arrogance. It means standards. It means you don't tolerate flakiness, disrespect, or hot and cold games. It means your time is valuable, and not everyone gets access to it. It means you're not chasing what doesn't choose you. You're magnetizing what aligns. You want her to chase? Then make her feel like being in your space is a privilege, not a guarantee. That your attention is earned. That your affection is sacred, not scattered. And here's the truth nobody wants to say. The more you prioritize yourself, your purpose, your peace, your path, the more women will try to insert themselves into your orbit. Why? Because women chase men who are going somewhere, men who are building, men who are locked in, men who aren't waiting around for female approval to feel valuable. You want to know why women chase the man who seems unbothered? Because he's not pretending. He's not trying to get chosen. He's already chosen himself. So let me leave you with this. Stop chasing the girl. Start becoming the man. Because when you become the damn prize, she doesn't just notice, she chases. So now you know the truth. She doesn't chase because you're nice. She doesn't chase because you're always there. She chases because she feels something she can't explain, something she doesn't feel with anyone else. And that something is the man who carries himself like a mystery, triggers her emotions without chasing her validation, and moves like he knows who the hell he is. Let every other guy keep playing the follower. Let them keep sending good morning texts with no reply. Let them keep buying dinner just to get ghosted after. But not you. You're not here to chase women. You're here to build yourself until they chase you. Because the moment you stop making women your purpose and start making purpose your priority, that's when the game flips. That's when you stop chasing. And that's when she starts. Stop being the man who waits to be wanted. Start being the man they can't stop thinking about.